right now, people like the Officer Tatum and Candace Owens, Jesse Lee Peterson, and those are just three well known for hatred. But there are many, many more. You have to understand something. See, we know the truth. Without being able to complain about all these things, they will have nothing to talk about. Nothing to talk about. They can't make any money from monetizing. That's what it all starts with, the money. And it'll end with the money. Once Google rather, once they stop this monetizing, and it's going to change. I mean, come on, man. Things are going to get worse. Things are never going to get better. I don't know who ever came up with this, idea. Things are going to get better and it'll be peace around the whole world and everything. Listen, things are going to get worse. This world has a destiny to end, and if it has a destiny to end, then things are going to get much, much, much worse. Okay? So I created a video not long ago, and this is what I want to talk about. See, these people, they want to make money, but then they want you to believe that they really feel the way that they feel, that they really care about it, okay? Rather, all right? But see, we know better, all right? Because again, without anything to talk about, they can't make any money. If you feel the way you feel and you want people to believe it's not about the money, then okay, the answer to your so-called problems is to leave the country. Leave the United States. Then you won't have any of these problems, any of these worries. You won't have to be upset about the people protesting. You won't have to be upset about the people doing this and the people doing that, and I can't stand this and I can't stand that. Leave the motherfucking country. Candace Owens, Jesse Lee Peterson, and the Officer Tatum, y'all can get one big house together. Put your money together and get one big house and move to fucking Mexico. I can guarantee you, you go anywhere else, especially Mexico, and you get to complaining over there, they gonna kill you. And we won't have to worry about you ever again, because you won't be heard from ever again. They'll hang your ass. They'll cut your arms off and your legs off and your feet off while you're still alive. I guarantee you, you won't complain about that. This country is weak, man. You know what I'm saying? We let people just, run their mouth anytime that they get ready about anything. Although, again, this is the solution to their problem. You see? To their problem. But they're not going to do it. Why? Because they really have no problem. They don't care about this shit. But they do care about the money. They do care about that. Let monetizing stop today and see what happens. And you won't ever hear them complain again about anything, because then they can't get paid for it. They can't get any attention toward these things. They want to go against the grain so that they be different. Especially the Officer Tatum. See, he's married to a white lady. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. But it's jokers like this. When he got married, his vows was, you know what? I'm going to stay loyal to the white race. I'm going to leave my race behind. I don't give a damn. I love my wife and I love the white race, and I've never experienced racism, and this country's been good to me. This nigga, and I'm going to let you see the clip. This nigga was on a news show, and boy, he was really Samboing. I mean, he went all the way in. Let me be clear. Let me be clear. I'll never disrespect my flag. I'll never disrespect my flag. I thought this nigga was going to break out and say, I'll never disrespect the white people. I hate niggas. I was looking for him to say that at any second, at any minute, at any time. When he was running his big black ass mouth. Even the white lady that was interviewing him, you could tell the expression on her face like, what the fuck? You know, like, it's not that serious. Calm down, Tatum. Calm down. Yeah, let me be clear. Let me be clear. I'll never disrespect my flag. Yeah, this country been good to me. Oh. I got a white wife. I got mixed kids. I'll never disrespect the white race. Don't ever try to get me to do it. I hate niggas. Man, it made me so mad. I had to calm down. Then I thought to myself, why am I getting angry over this faker? This dude is showing out because he wants to make more and more and more money. I had to stop and I had to think about that. I said, okay, see, the black race, we are supposed to be the minority, right? So what that means is that the white race is the majority. So, okay, breaking it down, the white race has more of a population than we do concerning the black race. So he thought about it. He said, oh, okay, if this is the majority, I would have to side with them because these are the ones that would come to my videos and support me. They would support me. They would give me the views I need to make the type of money that I want to make, maybe even send money to my Patreon, GoFundMe, whatever they would be a part of. And they are. They willing to help him at any time that he calls for help. It's the same thing that Tommy Sotomayor figured out. You know what? If I want to make the type of money that I want to make, I have to go against the grain. If not, my own people, they won't support me like this white race will. So let me go against the grain. Let me be different. It's a lot of these niggas that's starting to do the same thing. It's not that they believe in what they're doing. What it is, they want to make money. And they figured it out. I can get more support from the white race than I can the black race. And this is what it's all about. They don't give a damn about those protesters. They don't give a damn about black people doing this and black people doing that. But as long as they have something to talk about, they will always be able to make money. Just as long as Google continue allowing monetizing. It's all about the money. It's all about the money. It's all about the money. Take away the monetizing and see what happens. Now, this is what I want to direct to the supporters of Officer Tatum, the supporters of Jesse Lee Peterson, the supporters of Candace Owens, and anybody else that's doing this same old thing. I want to send out a challenge. I want you to contact the person that you support. And I want you to ask them this. Listen, can you prove to us that it's not about the money? Because if it's just about the money, then we know that you don't really give a shit about these topics that you claim to give a shit about. We need to know, is it just about the money? Or do you really feel the way that you feel and believe in what you believe in? And the only way that you can prove this to us, you can't just say, oh, it's not about the money. You have to prove it to us. You have to show us concrete evidence. And the only way to do that is to what? Demonetize. I can guarantee you, if any of them got brave enough to address this to the people that they follow, Tatum, Jesse Lee Peterson, Candace Owens, and anybody else, they wouldn't even respond back to him. If it's enough people that really want to find this out, you can pin them against the wall. You can make them address this whole issue. And I can guarantee you, they won't demonetize. Oh, they'll give this long 30-minute speech about how they believe in this and that and racism. You know, they'll go in and out of conversation. But what they won't do, they won't demonetize. They will never demonetize because it's about the money. So don't come over to my comment section, to this channel, okay, running your mouth about anything until you prove to me that the person that you support really proving to you that it's not about the money. And remember, the only way that they can do this is to demonetize. If they're not willing to do that, then it's something that you would find out that you should already know. They don't give a shit about the topics that they talk about, that they say that they believe in, but they do give a shit about the money. Okay? So you have nothing to argue about. There's no point in coming to my comment section telling me I'm wrong and this and that. Let's start with this. Let's start with them proving to you that it's not about the money. Right? If you can't do that, then shut the fuck up.